Kowatochin eng logoiwekab emet kong'ete yuto Kass TV ne somanun kwane Bernard Tanwe kitoune county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet ole asikimuch kekirinda koimutiet noton nebo rorunetab beek eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet kotesetai ministry nebo beek eng emoni kosuldaen projects chebo beek eng county noton bo Elgeyo Marakwet koboisien rabinik cheite silingishek bilion 1. Bitu nitok eng kasarta nekarutechi minister nebo beek engineer Eric Muga projects chemite county noto bo Elgeyo Marakwet ole kang'ong kole chechang eng projects choto ko kokoit kebeberta 50 eng 100 eng kasuldaet ole choktoi boisionik chebo kasuldaetab projects choto ako kiwang'u eng konekit kongenyoru report notok kobun sirindenyo eng taonitab Iten Andrew Kimeto.
Tesetai serikali neo kobun ministry nebo beek kosuldae tetutik cheterter chebo letaetab beek eng county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet asikotoret biik eng komosata kokirinda rarunetab beek. Kang'ong nito CS nebo beek eng emoni engineer Eric Muga nekamwa kole eng nguni kosuldae ministry nenyindet koboto county noto projects chebo beek cheboto teksetab dams koboisie chepkondok rabinik silingishek bilion 1.
Well, I'm here today. I'll visit 2 projects. One of them is the Maroon Support project, water supply project. This project is a 301 million Kenya shillings that is ongoing. It is approximately 22% and the contractor is doing well because the time lapsed is around 7%. I will also go to a project by the name Kapiego water supply project. This project is another almost 80 million project that is ongoing. The progress is around 67%. So the contractor is still on board.
The ones which are ongoing include in Kapiego, we supporting us in Marakwet West, in Kapsawar Town, is supporting us here in Singore, in Keyo North, is supporting us in Chepkorio and Chemwabul, and Kamwago in Keyo South. So if you can see, we have fairly projects across the county which is being supported to support the county, because currently we are challenged to, especially to implement big projects. We can't do that at the county level, but with our partnership with the national government and with the CS in water and the North Rift Water Works, we are seeing that there are a lot of projects coming up.
Kasom CS Water Authorities chemite emet komugul koker kole karib letaetab beek komie amu ibeti emoni rabinik silingishek bilion 10 kila kenyit eng chorsetab beek ak projects cheisuldoe contractors eng oret nemaititaat.
My call to the people of Elgeyo Marakwet and to the governor, where we have had serious discussions, is to ensure that because water is a devolved function, the water service providers in this county and nationally are run professionally. I know your water service provider is just coming up. You're also in the process of forming the rural water service provider. And these are the people that are boots on ground. They are the people who actually monitor water losses. We call it Nandeven water. We are losing approximately 10 billion a year as a nation to losses that can be prevented. And Your Excellency the Governor, I request you to take charge on that matter. This conversation is very timely. As our physical spaces dwindles, we need to maximally utilize the little that we have. All abstracted water from our rivers should actually benefit the water service provider.
Kaikoito kurset kora CS noto eng contractors choto isuldae tetutik choto bo beek anan water projects koker kole kaisuldae projects choto bo beek komie.
There is need to ensure there is proper work is done on matters quality, on matters timeliness, because as a ministry, we are suffering a lot of challenges and a lot of wastage, especially on extensions of time. These are the interests that these certificates accrue are a burden to the ministry's budget, and we are calling upon contractors to ensure that they do their projects on time, and consultants ensure that they man the contractors the right way and give Kenyans value for money.
Kongete county nebo Elgeyo Marakwet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Andrew Kimeto.
Kongete county noton nebo Elgeyo Marakwet kebendi county nebo Kericho ole kakotoi county assembly nebo Kericho kongalale report nebo pending bills cheite million 105 chetomo kolipan county nebo Kericho contractors chekiyai boisionik cheterter eng kenyit nebo boisietab rabinikab serikali nebo 2024 kamwa MCA nebo Londiani Vincent Korir nekindochin chikiletab pending bills ak majority leader Philip Rono kole kichikili kora boisietab rabinik eng serikalitab county nebo Kericho eng tokyinetab kenai angot ko kikiboisie komie kongenyoru report notok kobun sirindenyo eng taonitab Kericho Robert Ciele.
Kamwa nebo ng'echeret en committee nekoindochin chikilet ak chobetab report nebo pending bills cheite rabisiek milionisiek 500 en county nebo Kericho MCA nebo Londiani Vincent Korir kole tesetai tetutikab ripsetab rabisiek en county nebo Kericho.
Ko kamoche amwochi biikab Kericho county alenji kitesetai ko ki county assembly keribe ak kekere keiku konyekwok ak keyai oversight kou ole nyolundo. Ko en raini ketinye report ne ane ko chairman nebo kibore ad hoc nebo pending bills. Pending bills ko rabisiek chon kilelen kimakilipan ko kokitabote ko keker tuguk chechang ko keker keng'ololji mawaziri ko keng'ololji officers chebo county ak ketebsen kemach kenai imanit en ole bendito tuguk ak rabisiekab county nebo Kericho.
Kosubkei ak Korir kotokyingei yaetab imanit asikenai amune asimabit lipanetab contractors ak chikiletab boisietab rabisiek asikenai boisietab rabisiek choton.
Ko amoche amwa kityo ale kasit nekiyoe keyoe nekata wananchi. Ako tuguk tugul chekokinyoru, report age tugul nekokinyoru komami kit nekeunye, kimwoe imanit kou leu ako kikoitoi report. Ko en raini saa 8 ketinye report nokoitoi anendet. Amoche amwa ale kikoitoi report noton netinye tuguk tugul chebo executive ole yoito kasit ak ole riptoi rabisiekab county. Ko en report noton koborwech kora kot komiten chi nekikotiny rabisiek chebo chi. Ketinye kirokto nekiboisien kora ko echek nekiokonech. Ko kebire kirokto chito kot komi chito nekikoyai tuguk chemochoto kora komi sheria chekisibi. Ako mi biik chemuche kochut kora nyokochungusan zaidi kosir echek. Ako koyoton amoche amwochi kityo akochi assurance biikab Kericho county alenji kitinye reportisiek chebwone oeng, agenge ko nokonu anen raini saa 8 ako mi nenyone kora non kiyomwa ng'alek engineer Fred kole mi rabisiek chekibetyo. Keribe ak kechungusan kot kenai imanit ole mi ak kemwochi raia ak keib hatua kora en ole nyolu keib hatua.
En komostanyin komwa majority leader en county assembly noton Philip Rono kole kokotoige kora boisietab ad hoc committee nechikili akobo lipanetab rabisiek cheite milionisiek 80 koityi contractors ak suppliers chemwaat kele mabit imanda en lipananoton.
Ng'alek chekikamwa deputy governor nebo Kericho ko kokeib en umanani kabisa ak kechop committee notet nekikuren ad hoc committee nendochin MCA nebo olimbo Soliat ako tindoi membaek 9. Ko membaechu ko kokikoi kotestai ak uchunguzi ako ibwech report noton komait tarikit 6 arawetab 8. Kit nekokimwa ko ki MCAs ko kokile makibendi sikekonech asoya sikiyan chi nekinamgei ak tungilo nebo emet kwendi kikoin kerkong'et neyomegei. Kale MCAs keyai korok uchunguzi.
Kates majority leader kole kasarta nekaiwongei chikilisiet kosubi assembly report noton asikeib korong'etab ng'atutik en biik chekitinygei ak waketab rabisiek.
Ko betut nekoib report en tarikit 6 ngole report mi chi nekinamgei ak tungilo keibchi kerkong'et konamgei ak ng'atutik choton chebo Kenya ak chebo county assembly nebo Kericho nekikuren standing orders nemwoe kole kot kenyoru ministayat nebo serikali nekinamgei ak tungilo ni kosibi ele kiwo tungilo. Ko ngenyor komachor ketesetai ak boisiet kou kila. So kakimwa kele assembly kobendi koeku objective, mabendi koyoe kasit nemonoto. Kokikoi terms of reference kele koibwech kosubkei ak kurset ak tebset nekiteb deputy governor noto ko engineer Fred Kirui.
Kong'eten county nebo Kericho logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Ciele.
Kagomonge meng'ikab Osasimwa eng county nebo Narok akobor kaimetabgei kotinygei ak itondo neya nebo ortinwek eng kebeberata mising ko oretab Osasimwa Ololropil nekamwa ichek kole kikong'emak mising akoek konakut eng tetutik chebo loisetab rurutik cheboto biasinik, karatiek, nganuk ak rurutik alak koitita sirosiek. Kakon kurset meng'ichotok koityi serikalitab county nebo Narok neindochin Governor Patrick Ole Ntutu koibchi komonut teksetab oranatak asimatestai kong'emak tetutik chebo loiset kosubkei ak neibchin ichek asenet neo yekang'emak rurutik amait siro.
Kwa majina ni Jonathan Patu kutoka eneo la Oloropil, sublocation ya Osasimwa. Sisi tukiwa hapa tumejitokeza kujitengenezea barabara. Tumekuwa na giza zaidi kabisa. Eneo hii sisi ni wakulima wa ngano na viazi, carrots, lakini tunateseka sana. Chakula yetu inaharibikia kwa mashamba. Viongozi hawajibiki kukuja kututengenezea barabara, tunateseka sana. Ndio tumeamua tukiwa wakazi wa Narok hapa Narok North tujitengenezee barabara. Sasa sisi tumejitokeza kukuja kujitengenezea barabara. Tunaumia sana na tunataka ujumbe ifikie gavana wa Narok Ole Ntutu na MP wetu mama afikiwe na hii ujumbe yetu. Sasa sisi tunataka tuwajibike kwa haraka, watutengenezee barabara
haraka, tutoe machakula zetu.
Ndio tutoe chakula zetu.
Kwa majina ni John Olekiok. Tuko eneo la Oloropil, mahali naitwa Nabusho Osasimwa, na kwa ukweli hii barabara hata mgonjwa tunabeba na magunia. Hakuna mahali mgonjwa anapitishwa, wamama wanajifungulia kwa njia. Barabara ni mbovu kabisa. Kwa hivyo tunaomba viongozi waajibika katika kaunti ya Narok watutengenezee barabara kwa sababu imeharibika kabisa. Chakula inatoka huko, hata nafikiri hata ng'ombe zinakwama kwa hii barabara. Ikiwa ng'ombe inakwama na gari je, hao waandishi wa habari wameshindwa hata kufika shule ambayo inaitwa Londwalan kwa sababu barabara ni mbovu. Hakuna mahali na sasa inatoka pesa mingi na hakuna kitu tunaona. Kwa hivyo ninaomba viongozi wapate kuwajibika kwa kazi yao. Ikiwa umewekwa kazi, uwajibika kwa kazi ambaye unaifanya. Utufungulie njia sababu hii barabara inaweza jitengeneza yenyewe. Sisi wenyewe tunaweka roadblock tupate kutengeneza barabara. Na ni mbaya sana, tunataka viongozi waajibika kwa kazi yao. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Kwa majina naitwa Jackson Leperes kutoka eneo la Osasimwa, Narok North, Oloropil ward. Sasa sisi tuko hapa barabarani kwa idhini ya community ya Osasimwa sababu ya barabara yetu kuwa mbovu. Sasa tukaamua tuje huku ndio tuweze kuzungumza, ndio viongozi wetu waweze kutusikia, waweze kujali maslahi yetu kuhusu barabara. Kwa hivyo sisi tukiwa hapa, jambo la kwanza tunataka kuomba gavana wetu aweze kutusikiza ndio aweze kuangalia maslahi yetu sababu tumeumia sana. Na eneo hii ni eneo ambaye chakula inatoka kwa wingi sana. Kabisa. Chakula inatoka kwa wingi sana. Tunapanda carrot, tunapanda viazi, mahindi na hiyo vyakula vingine mpaka hata ngano, na barabara yetu zimekuwa mbovu. Kwa hivyo tunaomba viongozi wetu waweze kutusikiza, waweze kuja na kutengenezea barabara. Hatuna shida, hatuna ugomvi, wala ni kuomba tu tuweze kutengenezewa barabara na waweze kutusikiza. Kwa hivyo tunasema ni asanti kwa hayo machache.
Tesetai ko kagomong kampunitab Mogo nambaritab simet nekimwoitoen yautik chebo chorset ak kawegunetab karisiek koboto pikipikisiek chekakichor. Kamwa Deputy County Manager nebo Mogo Branton Mutea kole ndamarinatak kimuchi kebirto eng sait age tugul bet anan ko kemboi ako wendi konyumnyumi chengset ak nametab karisiek anan ko pikipikisiek chekakichor. Ole bitu nitok eng kasarta nekobor kaimetabgei kastomaek anan biikab emet kotinygei anan chotok kiib loan anan kiib pikipikishek eng loan koboto karishek chekichoren pikipikishek anan ko karishek eng kasarta notok koiwong lipanetab loans chekwai. Ko ngekas akobo ng'alalet noton nebo Deputy County Manager noton nebo Mogo kotinygei ak kakwautik cheibe ichek koker kole kakiisto koimutyonoto.
Mogo 24/7 emergency setup came up and just as an extension of SACA platform, which we just launched 1 month ago. And the reason as to why we are coming up with all this is because, of course, there is a lot of growing cases of theft of motorcycles and motor vehicles. So we came up with this to make sure at least whenever our clients calls, they get an urgent response from us, and we try to repossess or rather to recover the units, that is motorcycle, motor vehicle, of course by use of police officers. Mogo 24/7 emergency line can be used to report a suspected stolen vehicle or border. And how it will happen from our end, when someone calls, we'll first of all check from our system if it belongs to our client. If it is, we will recover it by way of using the tracking system. If it was not on, because sometimes you can report and it's not on, we'll now liaise with police and make sure at least the case is investigated. If it does not belong to Mogo client, we'll now advise the member of the public accordingly, of course, to report the matter to police. Mogo long-term vision is to foster trusts to our clients, members of the public, private sector, and law enforcement through collaborative plans. Like last month, since we launched SACA, we have had immense support from National Police Service, and we are looking forward even to collaborating more with the NPS and other even companies like insurance, private security companies, and even, of course, associations. All this is to make sure at least we foster their trusts to both clients and members of the public. Just for your information, we started this 24-hour emergency platform like 1 month ago, and we have received more than 150 cases, and from them we have solved 50% by recovering them.
Ketesetai ko boisionik choto chebo eunek chekonu melekto koboto kelchinoik eng chokchinet ko kararan kosir boisionik alak chekonu melekwek eng kakesunetabgei nebo arawet. Choto ko boisionik chebo office, kamwa nito Peter Yebei netindoi garage koboto tuget nebo spare parts eng siretab Mamboleo nemiten Narok County, nekamwa kole manyolu eng chi age tugul mising ko neranik kolewen boisionik kobate kocham boisionik alak tugul cheimuche koyai tai kokonu melekto eng oret nemie. Kongekas akobo ng'alaletab Yebei kotinygei ak cherset netindoi eng biikab emoni noto nebo koyai boisionik choto chebo eunek asikolongei eng sobet.
Omeng'inetab mkotikiri asosianwa komi kasit ami Mamboleo aweldayat abelsei akoyoe kasisiekab skul. Kasini ko amomoche kesas kasit nekakon Mungu nebo eut ko noto akoi bore okebakach kasit chebo maiwek chebo sigaret chematoreti. Ngeyai kasitab eut kotoreti akotoret kong'ung. Kostoi kasini matosas kasit nekakikonin nebo eut nebo cheranjit ko noto kararan. Chitugul ikilgei iyai kasing'ung. Ikase kasitab eut ng'ung. Kikotoreton kasit bo familia nenyu. Aribe konyun ak aribe kora inchi. En yu ko kianome kasini 2016 ako kiasir kora vijanaek 12 ako kikokilgei chito akowechigei. Nguno kiko chito konyokoyai anet ak kwo koba koyai nenyin. So kikaribu 4 chekibokakatu kasit ako kikotoret kibakosir akine age akotoret akine konyin so agere ale kasit kotoreton ane akonyu ak vijana chotinye nguni atinye karibu vijana 6 chemi nguni chonekite kora kayai mechanics automotive engineering kiami Kaplo polytechnic akayai mechanics akayai driving so kiacombine tugul ko en kasit nekianyoru komanyatas kasit ayae boskilisiek ayae pikipikisiek abersei ako agere ale kikotoreton kasit technical skills ak TTI kobo maana kasit netoretin non kasit nekenyo inam en sait noton ak inam sait noton kibore hand to mouth inam iyai kasit sait noton ak isich rapinik mau chetewendi duration nebo kenyisiek 2 sisich kasit noni ko direct encourageni vijana chon kibakach drop out chombo class 8 chombo form 4 chon me qualify ile iwe encourageni inamen TTI anan ot youth polytechnic kobo maana amun konin skills ak itestai ak sobet kit nomwoini serikali amwoini kongoi en kasit nebo TTI nebo konam akere kora kokoingiza ng'alekab tailoring kobo maana kit noingizani kabisa en serikali kotakotoret vijana chang vijana che loitering nguni takiban kenam kirwokik
ketoret kelipanji fees
lipani kidogo lakini koyoche kolipan akine kidogo lakwet kidogo lakini en serikali kolipani rabiet kora nemaya ak ketoret kora vijana yekakoba yun kora sukul komasiche equipment chekiboisien masiche ako tuguk chekiyoen practical sana sana ngoitot vijana konatebe komomi ng'alekab practical
echek ko kikibe kiasomanen kanai polytechnic akanyon yuto ko chito nekikere kitoret saidi ko arap kikere aleni vijana kou karan toreti kasitab kobongoni ngunon ayat awakane kosiptogei ayotyigei ak achengane vijana sukul
kasomanen Founding Technical TTI ako chito nekitoreton en ng'alekab karach koyebei kibwataren Founding Technical kokicham anyone rusa ako akere kasitab mechanic kotoreti so alenjini vijana wenzangu chon obure en gaa chon kirotar form 4 anan chon kiotar class 8 amomiten kit nekianoyoe kobochi koyai kasisiekab mechanic kou chebo mason about ngokenik en resop asiko kioboite ng'alekab hydraulic en resop so komotinye encouragement olon ketestai so kisome serikali kotoret en ng'alekab capital ko keyat kotab spare school komoe rabisiek capital chemiten barak so kondotoretech serikali kekere kotoretech
kondoikone loan siketoreten kou kasit kou ng'alekab spare ial spare akinde kokoul ko ngonyo customer komosereti ko mi ine chemi ngweny interest kou imarisha isiche loan chemi ngweny interest ako toretech.
Eng let ko itei kenyisiek 16 eng kakesunetab kei nebo kenyini tilyandit nemitei eng kwenutab Kenya ak emetab Australia ole kikonyor kelchinoik chechang emotinwek chotok oengu eng kenyisiek chotok tugul. Kelchinoik chikonyor emetab Kenya ak Australia koboto kakimitetab sekta notok nebo somanet, kabatisiet, rutoiwek anan tourism eng kwenutab sekta alak ole kamwa ambassador nebo Kenya eng emetab Australia Dr. Wilson Kogo kole tesetai emetab Kenya kokimiti tilyandit nemie eng ak emonotok Australia asikobit bandab tai eng emotinwek choto oeng.
Netai korok ko amoche ale kongoi Kass FM ako eng bikyok Daktari Wilson Kogo ambassador nebo Kenya eng Australia eng emetab Australia. Ako amoche ale eng kenyini is a milestone for us amu ki sherekeoni 60 years nebo tilyandinyo ak biikab Australia. Ko ngeng'ololi sahi ketinye kit nekimwoe nekitebe akichek kelen for the last 60 years ko tos ne atya kemwa kele ak yekibendi yobo tai yo koikeitu ne. Ko nekamoche alechi kityongon bikyok eng komasta nebo education we've done very well. We are the leading kindoi eng the number of students from Africa to Australia kondoi Kenya. Ako ngalekab somanet, you know what that means. Kimache kiro kele kaba lagok chok kosoman konyor boisionik eng olindo, ngomanyor kora eng olindo kongowek gaa kobwone agi nenyo kotoreti mutai eng boisionik yeteche emetab Kenya. Eng kimasta nebo coffee and agriculture komite cut flowers for example. Kung ngingololi rani ko the main supplier nebo cut flowers, roses and so on, ko Kenya. We are the main supplier of cut roses to Australia. Ngingololi rani kung kimasta nebo research on agriculture, ngalekab agriculture kosubka kolubu emet, kosubka climate change. Kung ngololi sai ko Australia, they have come out very strongly. Ngingololi rani ko kokobwa ketoretkei tugul ngalekab climate change. So ngalekab research akotinye chepkondok kora cheibu asikiro kele kokiboisie agriculture ngalekab climate change. Ko notok kora nekikoib tilyandini akongololi. Amono kityongon ngingolole kora ngalekab ICT ak ngalekab defense. Kung ngingalal nguno about the Indian Ocean. Ko Indian Ocean is a place ne lazima kiro kele kabit kalyet. Ketoreti ak Australia kora amu ichek koibe tugukwak through the Indian Ocean kwoldo koba Europe. Keibe ak ichek keoldo ing Europe. So this is one area nekiketoretkei kora eng ngalekab defense. Kiro kele mite security asikoik kelchin eng achek tugul. Ko ngitestai iro every other sector, rani kengolole ngalekab mining. Ko mining in Kenya, our mining sector is young. Lakini Australia ko kikwai boisionicho for a very long time. And therefore ko an area nekikere kele Australia ko kabwa sikotoretech kiro kele kakibal, minerals eng emoni nyonet amu makitinye that capacity and probably the skill. Ko ichek kotinye. Ko tilyandini nguno ikere ile kakochanga kora investors chekakobwa Kenya eng kimasta nebo mining, imasta nebo energy, ichek ko very strong solar, ko ki strong achek in geothermal. So ketoretige kora nguno kityeme ketoret ngalekab geothermal, kotyeme kotoretech eng kimasta nebo solar ak ngalekab wind. They are really big in that particular area. We are also big in hydro, ko ichek mataboisie ngalekab beek. So ngiro kimasta nebo energy ko chang tuguk kora cheketestai cheketoretige kora. So ngiwe every sector, inyo ngalekab tourism for example. Ko last year ko increase in tourism by 32% from Australia. Ko ingele ngobwa kiprutoinik kobwa yu, that is money. It is money kabwa chepkondok into the economy. Ko kit nemite kityongon kemoche kityo ketoretkei kiro kele mat kosich kiprutoinik, mat kosich kaiweisiet amu ngap ikere ngap kobit ku protests kongeme oleo ngap kobit tugun che ngap kesiregei achek eng kayu. Well, kityeme kerekebishan agenge oeng somok, kityeme kora kemwa kele katakimache kuni asikomyeit emenyo. Ko amoche kityo asom ole eng tilyandit nekikenyoru Australia komi kelchin ne inegei ne ndokoibe muda amuche aelesan akoi but there is a lot that we have done. Lakini ngengololi as kora kotom keityi amu ngongololi nguno ketyeme kesom His Excellency the President konyo kityeme kepangan kiro na tunasaidiana ako kikoyan kole he is willing to come. Amu for the last 60 years kotom konyone any president on a state visit to Australia. Ko noto nguno nekere ile tom keyat emonoto komie ako yote ketokchinigei. Kimeche kiro kele kabit visibility nemi barak eng kimasta nebo Australia eng emetab Kenya. Ko naech Australia ako nai kole mi kiy nekararan eng Kenya. Australia sai ngengololi komite ngalekab shortage of labor 33%. Lakini achek we have a very young population ako kik chekikoba sukul. Ne nekeyoe. So kibendi yobo tai yo ko tuguk nguno chetesetai ko kiro kele kakieku the main supplier nebo ngalekab labor to Australia. Ko ngiro kora kimasta age ngalekab tourism. Australia kobendi half the population, that's about 13 million Australians every year. Komondong Australia, komondong sang kobendi rutoito. But last year we only got 27,000 Australians coming to Kenya. Ndakinyoru ko 1 million out of the 13 million coming to Kenya. That would really change the whole country. Ko yote the focus nguno neketinye. So on matters of labor, matters of tourism, ngalekab mining for example, kemoche kiro kele kabwa more investors here. So kitinye a conference ngarawetab sogol tarik somok tarik mut in Perth, where we are now going there as a country. Again, timu keleji mi kit nekararan in Kenya. Investors come and invest. Ko yebwa koibu chepkondok, yebwa konyo kotoreti emoni koinuani kwa barak and so on. So going forward kekere kabisa kobitu tilyandi ne inegei ako ole kibetitoi sai the trajectory is very good. Trade nguno kokwo beyond 1 billion Before it was below 1 billion. Lakini for the last 6 months, kukukwa above 1 billion. So ngirongu nongalega biashara, ulibedito coffee, ulibedito avocado, ulibedito ngalega chai, and so on and so forth. Igere yigibindi nyobatayo, kolapketa in this relationship between Australia and Kenya. Gongoroli sai, kuingenile an ambassador, anango diplomat, ku blogotio. That's what we do. Kibindi gejenge for the sake. So Phoebe nege ngalale kugigonya Australia. Kugongonya Australia kusome gura. Akwajek tigesomjini amu kangonyo tai kopo Kenya awogo ekajek tigilin kisomjini as a country. Ngele ngabisom kuinyege lakini ngab kusomun the country. So in this case for this professor, the country is the one that is saying we are fronting this wonderful lady. Amaja mogorogo le tinye experience neamat. Awogingonya Australia kwa mfano. Kwa number 1, we ignore the host government, agisom gura. Awogigibe and she made a presentation. Kiro la kwa nata tigiro gile nguyame. Number 2, kebwa gora koit kiwango nebo nagagibe gora the Pacific countries. Amu this is candidature gura gisom gura. Gisom jigura master nebo Vanuatu, New Zealand. The countries, there are 11 countries on that side. Kudit ki gisom jigura. Kamu jigitiole jibi gap kolenjin ngingololi sai. Kumagi ba candidate ne bengi ne minusunusu. This is a very qualified person. Ni muji kutibi yun awogi kwa gasi ofisi shichota. Tomo kitikunyor nafasi kwa that post na some. So we have done our bit. Amanogi yungon, it will profile our country. It will take us to another level. And that is not the only candidate that Kitinye gora Interpol, Uginde Chitagora, Kitinye gora the plastics treaty and the committee, Nairobi. We are also fighting on that. Kitinye another, there are actually 5 of them. ICG, but there are 5 of them. It will really elevate the country. And that is what we are doing exactly. Neiman, Dim works in Gambaka Kitinye. Kotakia in such a way that Makungemetubu amunota ni gojin bi goj wi shit. Otherwise, imwaki ni imaje agi ni begin na mayan. Imuji imwa in a way na magwe interfere with the rights of other people. Ko yoto gitu go ko wi shit no got amazing in big absang. Otherwise, in dugu chebo ko United Nations gingololi sai ko the staff to go meet the UN headquarters in New York, to go meet Geneva. Ko there are so many of them that are coming to Kenya. And Kenya is now being seen as the place to be as far as UN activities are concerned. Kumajige attach ngiunek chijege atiko rolimba sangole gubijugo organized. So even if I want came back, that is okay. The constitution allows it. But the problem that we have is gebenguno to a level where everything else stops. Iyo ndio inaleta shida. So gemajige tige somgele ngaya our democracy in a good way, lakini matkea in such a way that at the end of the day go watching bigoro we are just about to go to war. You know, that kind of thing, or we are lawless people. Kuna other thing that stay so some affect na got position so ma got kura guni and so on and so forth. Ngimasa na boso manet ko got nyitay a few minutes ago. I will meet the Kass FM. Ko meet a chekabwa for the sake of collaboration and partnership. Yani ki toret ke gaay tugulin ke bagenga. Australia kuma tanay Kenya kumye. Lakini ngongololi sai ko haki mutu even TVET institutions at universities in Australia ko bwa Kenya. Guno we have about 7 universities. Chego tayari kwa gase at Kenyan universities. Kitinye nguno Signet Institute of TVET in Australia, which is not just a TVET in Australia. Migorai motunega like Philippines, Vietnam, and so on, India, and so on. Ko rojuka ko Kenya. Ngongololi sai ko yegitariyo ke bendip ke lonjeni the beginning of a TVET institution of Australia. Nego nyonyo kwa gase activity institutions chibayu asigo sit accreditation chiba Australia certificates chiba Australia kuma lazima utiwa kwa Australia senior certificates. You can now do it from here. So kibendi sai Nairobi National Polytechnic, kibendi Kapete, and then tomorrow kimi the Eldoret Poly. Again this time we have about 7 of them to go job so that we rectify with that area. Sima ngogere bijungo gere uyo sugulo le kibendi ngolo kumaite tat. So we want to correct that. So there is a lot that is happening. Katin University, for example, they are coming here to open a university in mining. Wanakuja kufungua hapa. University of Newcastle, because they are already working with Kenya School of TVET. Kusukuwa mwalimu ni chini tishingano in TVET, and so on and so forth. So really, there is a lot that is happening. And maybe in this opportunity to go on, but maybe going forward, go pay this go kasa go pick up college in kusir akobo tuguk chekiyoe. But on education, that is where we are very, very strong.
Kokoyoto kokakeit let eng logoiwekab emet ak tetutiet noton nebo Kass Mashinani nebo rani kosomok kasi tarehe 23 arawetab 7 kenyitab 2025. Kokoi kasarta age betut age asiketuiye tuwai kokeny eng tetutiet noton nebo Kass Mashinani. Kainenyu ko Bernard Tanoe amagon kit age tugul nemie testai iger Kass TV amu kimnotet naet.
Kimitei akobo inye ako kimita sikinetkei kibaibaitkei ak kinosechigei tuguk cheterter chetesetai eng emetab Kenya ak emotinwek chebo sang. Inyorwech eng DSTV channel 266, Zuku channel 19, GoTV channel 099, Star Times channel 164, Pang eng free to air, Bamba free to air, Azam channel 336 koboto online streaming eng www.kasstv.co.ke.
Kotitinye ng'oliot age tugul kotinygei ak tetutik chok, sirwech sirutiet en oretab email konyo info@kassfm.co.ke anan ko SMS en namba 55552 anan ko 30552 ak imwawech kit neichome ak nemechome.
Kass TV, kimnotet.